Hey guys, I'm out here with my Jeep Wrangler and I'm about to start a new series where I plan to do some maintenance and repairs to get this thing roadworthy again. So this is my 1997 Jeep TJ Sahara. It has a 4-inch rough country lift, Orla exhaust, and 36-inch IROC tires. I've done a few modifications over the years like custom bumpers, onboard air, relocated alternator, snorkel, and more. It has seen its share of both on and off-road and is still one of my favorite vehicles. Now the reason for this video series is that the Jeep has been parked for the last 7 years, so there are a lot of parts that have been sitting too long and are either seized or rusted. And I figured that since I will be doing the work anyway, I may as well break it up into several videos for those of you who are interested or maybe doing something similar. Now I don't have a set plan, so I might be jumping around a little depending on what parts I have on hand or the kind of work I'm in the mood to do. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, let me know in the comments. So let's get started. Alright, so as you can see, this thing needs a lot of work. It's been beaten up and through an awful lot. So it's a perfect time to give it a little bit of TLC. Now before I get started, I just want to announce that I've partnered with partmatrix.ca to be the official parts supplier for the channel. Parts Matrix has access to hundreds of brands and millions of parts, so they'll have everything you'll ever need. And if you use discount code NHBH, you'll save even more off your order. For more information, see the video description below. And now back to our install. Alright, so I don't have a real plan on what I'm going to be doing to fix this thing up. I'm just going to start picking a little bit here and there on things that I know are wrong, and as I find more things, I'm going to change those, and we'll see what it takes to get it inspected back on the road. Now one thing I do know is that it needs new upper control arms. So I've got a set here. So these are just OEM replacement. Now, as I mentioned, I've got a 4-inch lift on this, rough country lift. So it comes with aftermarket lower control arms, but it still uses the factory upper control arms. So I'm just going to get this up on the lift, and we're going to get these swapped out. Alright, so if we take a little look under here, we can see the factory control arm right here on the passenger side. But if we look over on the driver's side, we can see slightly modified version. And this is something I made myself after the other one broke. I just wanted to get back out in the trails, and for some reason there was an alignment issue, so I actually put just a little bit of a curve in it. And this is actually a lot more heavy duty than what I'm putting back in. But it did the job for years, and I don't think that the mechanic who's going to be inspecting this thing would really want to see something that I made in here, so we're going to replace that with a factory one. Alright, I'm going to start here on the passenger side. Alright, so I've got one bolt loose there, and I just put a little ratchet strap over here to the left just to support some of the weight of the axle so it's not pulling down too hard on that upper control arm. As you remove these, stuff is going to move, and some of the holes will start to bind up and not quite line up, so it may be kind of tricky getting the bolts out, and we may need a ratchet strap to help pull that axle back when we put the bolts in with the new upper control arm. Alright, that's the first bolt out. I had to put another ratchet strap just to hold the axle back on the top part there, and just thread the bolt out a little bit by hand. But that's one out. I'm going to get that back one out now. Alright, let's see about getting that new arm in. Alright, so I just got that bolt snug now. I'm going to wait till I have the other one on and the full weight of the Jeep down on the ground before I tighten them fully. Alright, so now I'm going to remove the driver's upper control arm. Alright, so the holes aren't quite lining up in front here, so I'm just going to lift the Jeep up a little, and that should lower the suspension and pull those holes out. Okay, so I just played around a little bit, going up and down, just to get the spot to the right point where all these holes lined up. and it's lining up nicely now. Just gonna get that bolt in. All right, throw a little more Loctite on that. Using blue here. All right, again, just finger tight for now. Now I'm just gonna lower the Jeep down, get the full weight on the suspension, and I'm gonna tighten those up. Okay, the Jeep's now down on the ground on its own weight, and we're gonna tighten those bolts up. Alright, well that's going to be it for this install. As I mentioned, this is the first in a series of videos I'm going to do, just getting this Jeep prepared for the road again. Now if you have any advice or ideas of upgrades or anything that'll make my life easier while working on this Jeep, just let me know in the comments below, or you can send me a message on any of my social media. I'd like to again thank partsmatrix.ca for their support on this project. Don't forget to use discount code NHBH for extra savings. You'll find links to items used in each video in the description below. Well, that's going to be it for this video. If you have any ideas, comments, or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, I'd appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. And I'll see you in the next one.